Hi there, today I will be reviewing the article entitled Population Recovery Following Decline in an Endangered Stream Breeding Frog from Subtropical Australia. This article was published in 2013 on the PLOS ONE website. The aim of this study was to assess the stability of two separate fleayi barred frog populations that had experienced population decline and exposure to the BD virus. To achieve this, researchers examined two isolated populations of M. fleayi at separate rainforest streams that were located 30 kilometres apart. Transects were set up at each testing site, and these surveys were conducted between November 2000 and March 2008. Researchers used a mark recapture method, which involved frogs being tagged using a passive integrated transponder. The first graph presented in the article addresses estimates of capture probability. Capture probability was determined using a best fit model that showed high variability. Fluctuations in capture probability were attributed to rainfall and efforts put into capture. No real distinct trend can be seen between the two populations. The second graph presented was that of abundance estimation. Graphs A and B show that both populations experienced population increase. This research article found that both populations experienced significant population increase over the 7-year testing period. Researchers attributed the survival of these populations to the longevity of survival of the adult populations, despite recruitment levels being so low. Researchers justify their choice of a mark recapture study as it allowed them to show fluctuations in seasonal activity. A simple count data method would have been insufficient as it wouldn't account for variables such as detectability and survival. In regards to future studies, this study has shown that M. fleayi populations and other species are able to survive after exposure to the BD virus. Researchers hope that they will explore why this is the case, why populations can survive despite exposure to BD. These researchers stipulate that microhabitats could potentially provide protection from the BD virus through thermal conditions or antifungal agents, or there's potential that there's decreased transmission and virulence of the disease, or finally that the frogs themselves have developed an immunity or some form of resistance to the BD virus. To conclude, this research article has provided a platform for future investigations to explore how amphibian populations can survive despite exposure to the BD virus. Thank you for listening to my review of this article.